Hi, welcome back to Supercharged Fridays. How are you doing? It is 192, I don't know, 197. It says so on the top if you're watching me live. Welcome to the 190th, whatever, edition of Supercharged Fridays. If you're watching me live, drop in a hello in the chat and tell me where are you joining from. I've been doing this for so long, 3.5 years, almost four, gosh, and it never gets old. The tech never gets old. The bloopers never get old. And just the marvel of how these things work never gets old. So it is so much fun. When you get over yourself, I'm just making this about, like, I'm making this general. When we get over ourselves and we get over the fear, so much can happen. I remember the first time I did this, I was like, nobody's gonna watch. What's the point? Like, even right now, my hair looks like shit. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. My hair looks like crap. Sorry, that's much better. But who cares, right? Who cares? Imagine starting something that makes you uncomfortable. Anyway, I'm gonna get off my TED talk. Welcome back. Where are you joining me? I can see old friends and new. Lovely to see you, Vivek, G. Always a pleasure. Exceptionally warm Finland and a little bit cooler in Belgium. Thank you for tuning in. City of Lakes. How lovely. Ayush, welcome. Special shout out to my YouTube channel member. Ayush, you're going to get so much VIP treatment. Welcome to today. How are you doing? Quick shout out. We're going to get into the questions, and I have an announcement, as you can probably see below my name, but I'll get to that in a second. Agra and Egypt in the same sentence. Isn't this amazing? I like it never gets old. For me, it never gets old. Agra, Egypt, Texas. Tampa, Florida. Veronica Cruz. How amazing is this? Oh, fantastic. So we're going to get into the questions. Just want to make sure that you're tuning in live with me, that I at least call your name out. It's the least I can do. We have Germany, we have Gurgaon, which is the backyard of where I come from, which is this LinkedIn user. Give me your name here. Tell me what your name is so I can call, because there's some privacy settings on LinkedIn, so I cannot see your name. Ganesh Chaturthi, amazing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So those who are wondering, Lord Ganesh had a pretty amazing birthday recently. Lots of celebrations all over India and around the world. All right, so let's get into the questions. Illinois. We have another person from Egypt. Hyderabad, Sweden. Oh, fab. Fab. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Amazing. One second. Something's a little bit wrong with my camera. It's a little bit tilted. Chile, how are you? Ganesh Chaturthi, Bangalore. All right, fab. Thank you for being here. So before we get into the questions, I have a quick announcement that I wanted to make. If anybody watching here, right? If any of you watching here is currently going through some level of unhappiness, please do something about it. Life is too short to be doing work we don't enjoy. We spend so much time. We spend at least 8 hours a day. At least 8 hours a day if you exclude commuting, right? We spend 8 hours approximately sleeping. And what are we doing? I mean, it's amazing how much time we are spending at work. So if it's not something we enjoy, it's not, according to me, not a way to live. And I don't care what you say right now. I don't care if it's a bad economy, it's a bad recession. There's always a way. There's always a way. Um, the last masterclass of the year on how to supercharge your career, I will be doing this on 12th October, and it's free. You're super welcome to join me. And I will go through so many details in about 60 to 90 minutes. So do register, do show up. 12th October. I'll share the link right here on how you can join. Do keep in mind, there's lots of people who do things for free and then they're like, come join my program, right? And the class has like maybe 10-20% value and the rest of it is a big fat pitch. I can't stand that. I think it's in 2023, And I don't think you like it either, right? I will say upfront, I will make sure it's chock full of value. And behind this, I will give you an invitation if you want to work with me closely. This is the last group coaching program that I'll be holding in 2023. If you want to go deeper, I will invite you to join me. But that's not what the whole masterclass is about. All right. So if you want to join me, I'm going to give you this sticker below my screen that's going to burn your eyes because it's going to stay there. It's going to stay there for the duration of the time that I'm live. So for those who are listening but not watching, superchargeyourself.com/career. Join me. It'll be, hope you know me, it'll be chock full of value. I will have fun as well. Life's too short to do work we don't enjoy, including me. Cheers, and let's get into the questions. I got very, very hot tea right here. Ooh, it hit the spot. What do they say? But first coffee. Yeah, but first tea, okay? Tea, cha, chai. All right. I'm behind on questions. Something weird is going on. Okay, I saw lots of questions, but they disappeared. Why did this happen? I don't know. Shubham, I saw that you wrote a few times, and I'm so sorry, but I can only see this one. You might have to retype, my dear. I'm so sorry. There's a good possibility that you can see the question that you typed, but I can't see it. Oh, why does this happen? Why do you do this to me, YouTube and LinkedIn? Why do you? I don't know. It's gone. Maybe it was like trying to tell me that you're talking too much, so I'll stop talking. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna keep rolling it. While I wait for, okay, I got it. Okay, I got back. I'm on my phone, so it's a little bit wonky, strange as well. Shubham, you've been waiting patiently. Thank you for being here. Let's get into the questions. I work in a startup, and my friend was fired for saying you didn't follow up. But the truth is otherwise. He had already sent an email to the co-founder. We report directly to co-founders, but the co-founder was like, we get 100 emails every day. How are we supposed to check each of them? You should have called. Okay, you're talking about that follow-up. It comes down to now the how instead of the what. But the worst part is he had a discussion on a call as well regarding this. So are you saying the founder was lying? Okay. Sounds like an unpleasant situation. But one co-founder completely denied that in front of the other. I felt very annoyed for such actions, because I know he was not at fault. Is this a planned layoff or something else? I can't say, Shubham, right? I wasn't there, but I will tell you, it doesn't feel good when you read these things, right? Let alone when it happens to you. I read this somewhere. There's so many ways to describe culture, and there's such beautiful buzzworthy ways of describing culture. I like this particular definition because it really is simple. And I'm paraphrasing. It says, culture is what is tolerated. So if in a company, lies, deceit, lack of integrity, going back on your word, if these things are tolerated, is this the culture you want to be a part of? That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you what to do. That is never the intention of Supercharged Fridays. I will share this perspective that, remember what I said at the start, life's too short to do work we don't enjoy. People play a big part of the work. We don't work in isolation. Even people who work remotely, work from home, blah, 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 work with people. There's a team in place, there's clients, there's stakeholders. So I'm so sorry this happened. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't feel good. And your intuition is probably trying to tell you something. Please listen to it. Don't follow the logic and the rational people saying, but it pays very well and all of that. Please follow your intuition right now and ask, what is your intuition telling you? And I wish you the best. Hi, Rakesh. I want to improve HR professionals, IR skills. Are you talking about industrial relations? You want to improve yourself and your people skills, right? There's two ways to do it. Rakesh, three ways to do it, I'll tell you. There are three ways we all learn. And the 10% that we learn, yeah, my data may not be 100% accurate, but this is what I remember. 10% of what we learn comes from courses and schoolwork and, listening to a teacher in a classroom. 20% of what we learn comes from 20 to 30% what we learn comes from mentorship, working with someone closely, a boss, right? And the remaining comes from doing it on the job. Whatever you're learning it, implementing and practicing on the job. Find ways that you are able to learn in the process number one, process number two, and apply it in process number three in your work already. That is the best way. That is what I would recommend. Right? We're going to be going with quick answers because I don't want you guys to wait too long. I really, really appreciate your time and I take it very seriously. And I don't want my chai to get cold. What is worse than having cold Indian masala chai? Like, what is worse than Indian tea, which is at room temperature? Tell me, what is worse? Okay. Ayush, how do you answer why you want to join my company, our company? What a good question. Ayush, I have a whole video on YouTube on this. If you go, it'll save you a lot of time because I'll tell you right now, but it goes into a lot more detail and I call it the Kennedy approach. Why should we hire you? Why do you want to join our company? So make it about them, not, I talk about this on my YouTube video. I call it the Kennedy approach because there's a very famous expression that John F. Kennedy said, ask not what the country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. So a lot of people end up answering this question with, I've always wanted to join you guys. I've always wanted to work in Google. I've always wanted to work in Facebook. Obviously, I'm not saying you're going to use these mannerisms. It's Friday. I'm having some fun. Make it about why them and why you are a good fit for them. And in that YouTube video, I will give you examples to find what's unique about you, right? We can get into this in more detail if you're in the pro member of the YouTube membership, because we can, get more into the coaching part because I do a monthly live stream only for the members. But even if you can't join that, no problem. The video will help you a lot, right? So make it about them. What is it about them? So the answer doesn't sound generic because they have choices, right? And why you? And why now? So it's like giving you permission to sell your idea to them that this is a good fit. You know what I mean? Tia Marie, what's happening? I keep trying to push my current position further. Any additional ideas? I'm sorry, I don't quite follow what this means. Tia, could you kind of clarify when you say push my current position? Are you saying you want to challenge yourself? Like I don't quite follow what this means. So I'll wait for you to get back to me, okay? What's happening, Sumit? I resigned today due to a non-cooperative management. So I would like to know the best platform to get a job immediately as an MBA professional. I would say, Sumit, do multiple things at the same time. However, just take a minute to breathe as well, because if you have done something in anger, it's a very addictive emotion and it's going to tell you to do something again and again. Never, ever, ever make any moves in anger. I am not saying you're angry, but if you resign because of something the management said or did, we have this inner thing, right? It's very normal. I remember I wanted to take revenge. When I say revenge, I don't mean it like in a movie, planning and plotting. I felt like I wanted to badmouth these people, but I didn't do it because I knew the long-term consequences of it. So take a second, make a plan. In the plan, you want to make sure you fire multiple guns at the same time. Fire multiple guns at the same time. Placement agencies, look for portals which are specializing in jobs for MBA people. So there are some portals which, I don't know if you're based in India, for example, there are some portals which specialize in MBAs, MBA jobs, IIM jobs, I don't know, whatever it is. So you want to be able to do a lot of these things at the same time. That is what's going to get you the fastest result. Don't put all your eggs in one basket and only apply. And at the same time, also talk to lots of people. Like make appointments for the next 3 weeks and just have a full calendar and talk to lots of people. One of these is definitely going to work out. I wish you the best. Hi, Mrinalini. How do you negotiate when we need to relocate? Mrinalini, you can definitely negotiate when you want to relocate. I mean, when you say how, I have all the tactics on my videos on YouTube, so definitely take advantage. And the fact that you're asking me this question means that you are thinking that if you're relocating, they're already paying for your relocation. So what? So what? They're paying for you. What makes you special? What makes you different? You want to have a business case very clearly on why you deserve more than what they've made, the offer they've made, right? That's what you want to focus on. And the relocation is not a benefit. Okay, it's something they have to do anyway. And they would do this with anyone. Do you know what I mean? People think, yeah, I had to travel, so they paid for my flights. Yeah, that's a business expense for them. They're not done any favors. So salary is very different because it comes into your pocket directly. Quick question. Is this recession a good time to swap jobs, especially expat opportunities? You never wait. Time doesn't, opportunities don't wait, recession or no recession. There are certain industries that are thriving. Check those out. What are they about? There's certain industries and certain roles where there's lots of hiring going on. So don't listen too much about the doom and gloom. I haven't, never. And it's worked well for me. I got 2 offers. Congratulations, Nahale. One in Sweden where I live and one in Austria. And the second one is close to my background and pays more now. The other is in Sweden and not so close to my background. Please help me. First of all, please admit to yourself, Nahale, that this is a good problem to have. Okay, congratulations. Second of all, go and watch my YouTube video where I talk about, do you want to take this? Do you want to take that? Third of all, figure out what's important to you. Is it position? Is it relocate? Is it the new location? Is it money? But keep in mind the money, you better make an apples to apples comparison. The cost of living in Austria after the salary, bonus, income tax, social security, what does that look like compared to Sweden, where a lot of things are taken care of by the government? You want to have this full, clear pros and cons list on both sides and make a decision that works for you. You will never know if it's right or wrong. You will know 10 years later and 5 years later and 20 years later. Okay? Don't get paralyzed by it. Admit that it's a good problem to have. Be grateful for it. And pick one. Just pick one. You will never know. Okay? So watch that video. And one thing I will say before I end this is never only make it about the money, because money will come. When you're good at what you do, money will come. But I personally feel like don't chase money. Look for work that makes you happy. Look for work that makes you look forward to Monday morning. That's what I would say. All right. Hi, Manisha. Oh, that's fab. Manisha, thank you so much for letting me know. Send me a message. I'd love to hear more about you. I'm sorry, Tia. Please get back to me about that. The question that you had. I want to make sure that you get an answer. Apart from notice period, severance pay, you can ask. Not sure you'll get it because these things are sometimes mentioned in the contract. And some companies are more giving than others. So yeah, you never know. Hi, Nilesh. I'm going through a tough time because my employer isn't cooperating with my requirements. How can I help, Nilesh? What's up, Amit? Mechanical engineer with 10 years experience. in India, I'm feeling stuck, I'm feeling underpaid with regards to other fields. Learn about other fields then. Definitely. Engineers are so versatile. They can do so many things. You have the transferable skills that are already there. The analytical problem solving skills that come so naturally to you that others like me have to work really hard for. I just released a video a couple of days ago on how to change careers in 2023. It is currently available to members of the channel. So if you want to watch that, just, it's €5. Otherwise, watch it next week and it's going to be free. There'll be lots and lots of tips in there to help you out. So good luck with that. Holy crap, I'm far behind. Nilesh, what do you want to do? Do I need to continue or leave? What do you want to do? Tell me that. I'm not going to tell you if you should leave or you should stay. Let me know. What's up? Hi, Joe. Happy Friday. A friend has been laid off. Her contract states that if the employer terminates, it's 30-day pay in lieu of notice. If the employee does it, it's 90 days. It is what it is. I mean, she signed the contract. I personally wouldn't sign this without asking questions, because notice periods is usually both sides. 13 weeks in Europe, typically it's for the employer and the employee. So I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know if it's legal or not. Don't know where you live. I'm not a lawyer. But it sounds really, really something that has been crafted in favor of employers only. And she can definitely ask for sure. Nilesh, the tasks that are assigned, but the trust is not shown. Nilesh, what I have seen personally in my experience is culture is the hardest thing to change. You can have conversations with people. Culture is the hardest thing to change. And people don't change overnight unless they leave and we get new people. So it's something that you can have a conversation if you want. Bring some awareness. They may not even know they're doing this. Make it about yourself. Don't make it about blaming people, saying this is what I'd love to do more of. And this is where I'm struggling. I'd like to ask for help. What would you advise? Make it like that. I would say that is the wording you should be doing. Hi, is it safe to resign as I'm not getting any new calls for opportunities due to 3-month period as per the current market situation? If you have a 3-month notice period, there's a good possibility that the companies you're looking at joining will also have a 3-month notice period. So if a company has a 3-month notice period and they want to hire you, but they can't understand why you can't serve your notice period, do you see the hypocrisy there? Do you see the double standard there? You can't help it, right? Can you do anything about it? You can negotiate with them. You can help them to find a replacement. But if they want you to serve, they want you to serve. If the new company doesn't understand that, what else can you do? You see, this is the question I get so much. So clearly this is an issue. Hey, Shubhra, I want to do an SAP certification that can take my career to the HR domain. I have no idea what certification, but this is a very good idea. There's always SAP success factors. There's lots and lots of scope for that. HR is drowning in data. So to have this in an HRIS system, SAP would be amazing for that. So you should definitely find out. You'll find your friend Miss Google will have way more knowledge on this than I ever will. Hi, LinkedIn user. So good luck, Shubhra. How do you ask anyone? What time is it? 24 minutes. I'm going to take a couple of quick questions and I'm going to let you guys go. How do you ask anyone or someone to be my mentor or mentor me? I did a post on this on LinkedIn. LinkedIn user, I don't know who you are. Can you message me and I'll send that post to you? How to look for a mentor in 3 easy steps or 4 easy steps. I have this somewhere. So just in the interest of time, I'm going to do that. Hi, I'm in a dilemma. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's help you. whether to apply for a position where the CEO is a board member of my current company, where I started working for the past 4 months. Please advise, as I feel the position of a deputy, the position is deputy CEO, and I previously worked as deputy CEO, but as I didn't, I'm so sorry, LinkedIn user, you'll have to use very simple English and help me out here because I'm not able to follow what this question currently means. So sorry, but make it simple, short and simple. Do certifications really matter? I don't think so. No. Have I seen 2 candidates and I said, this one has a certification, so I'm going to pick him or her? No. How have you put the certification to practice? Yes. But not just because of one certification or one license. It's more about your experience. After a certain number of years, it's all about your experience, I think, personally. I'm a new grad and continuously applying for roles. Check what's happening. There could be something going on, a couple of things. Either you're looking in the wrong places, or your resume is not doing justice to how good you are, or you are maybe you need to talk to more people, not email and apply, but talk to people within your network. Open this up and see who are the people you know. Look for connections. This is the oldest thing in the world. Look, make a list of 5-10 companies you're interested in. See who in your network do you know. This one's mom. When you're a new grad, right, you may not have a big network, but dad does, mom does, uncle does. Make the most of that. Lots of things you can do. I completed my internship and I applied. But now the recruiter is asking me why I have a gap. Okay, so the gap is some recruiters care, some recruiters don't care. I have a video, Vaibhav, on my YouTube channel on how to talk about your gap. Please take advantage of that video and watch it. It's one of my oldest videos. Ayush, if you're still watching, the video I referred to earlier was also one of my oldest videos. So you can sort by date. So there'll be videos from 2019. And 2019, I didn't have many videos. So you'll definitely find that. So good luck. Same with the gap. I have a process to help you. I have a framework. Hi, Tino. What's up? Okay, how can I help you? What Imare? Top 5 most important answers you need out of a pre-screen interview. I'm guessing, how do you answer the top 5 most common interview questions? I have a whole YouTube live. I have a whole YouTube video on this, Tino. If you can't find it in the library, send me a message. I'll share it with you. I'm also going to be releasing some templates, and one of the templates will be very inexpensive. And I'm going to be doing this towards the end of the year, but hopefully by end of October, if all goes well. And one of the templates I will have is how do you answer the top 5 interview questions? And when I'll release it at like a big discount. You can definitely use those templates to help you so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Hi, Tia. I approached my noses. I think you mean boss. You're probably typing on the phone or something. About traveling more and interacting with, I missed that. Hi, Najam. Okay, I have a YouTube member. I'm going to answer this one first. So, sorry, Tia, didn't follow. What's the process to hire you as a coach? Do you only do resume, LinkedIn profile, or do you do discovery? Yeah, I don't do only resumes and LinkedIn profiles. I do lots of different things. Najam, you can check out my website. Lots of information there, superchargeyourself.com. Thanks for asking. Going back to Tia. Okay, sorry, Tia. Didn't quite follow. Hey, Akash, thank you for being here. How do you ask for more money after a year and a half in the company when it's the best time? Such a good question. The best time to ask for more money is when something good happened, in my opinion. People are celebrating, people are in a good mood. That's the best time. People are thinking less about keeping their hands tight with their wallet. People are in a more spendy type of mood when it comes to the company accounts. The second best time as well is when you've been recognized for something. Don't wait for the end of the year. Strike when the iron is hot. There's more to this than obviously than what I just shared, but just in the interest of time. Can you challenge the contract if it's in favor of one party? You can speak with a lawyer. It's just if you've signed it, it's a lot harder, Akshay. But speak with an employment lawyer and see what they have to say. I'm careful here. I don't want to tell you what to do because I don't have the expertise. You can ask. What's the worst that'll happen? You can ask in the meantime for sure. How can I prove my worth? HR is not open to negotiation. I don't want you to push where you don't feel, I never want you to push and work hard and show people how worthy you are. I want you to show them how good you are. And if they don't see it, that's okay. Jayashree, I have lots of tactics and strategies. Check out my YouTube videos. If they don't, they don't. You need to know at which point to walk away with your head held high and never feel like, oh, I shouldn't have taken it. Oh, I shouldn't have walked away. Just do in that moment that feels good and feels right to you. All right. Bharat has been an amazing mentor for so many people in India. He was in the Tata Group for such a long time. And he's been on my podcast. He's been on my LinkedIn Live. Amazing guy. If you don't follow him, definitely follow him. And Bharat's advice is find someone with the kind of experience you're keen to learn from. Trust the chemistry between you and your mentor. I have lots of resources on this as well. And I don't remember who asked. I'll be happy to share. But in the meantime, Bharat is sharing some really good advice. First of all, congrats. You got an offer from Germany in a startup and the other from a good company in a city where I live in India with my mom in my hometown. I'm a single daughter living with my mom. My father is no more. Which one should I don't know, man. This is such a hard one, isn't it? This is such a hard one. Can you bring your mom? Can you bring your mom to Germany? Would she be happy? Would she be happy following you? Hard to say, man. You gotta pick one. I don't want you to feel resentful that you chose one and then you didn't choose the other. Eventually it will happen. You gotta have all the facts in front of you and make a decision and make it from your heart. Let me tell you. You need a combination of heart and head. I think that it's the heart that should rule in making that decision. I can't tell you what to do because I can't think for you, right? I'm not inside your heart. You are. You already know. I think you already know. You're asking a random stranger on the internet, but you already know. What's your name? Fly. What are you leaning towards? Bharat, it's so good to see you. It's been a while. We should catch up. Hi, LinkedIn user. Is it okay? Okay, this was the question that I needed rephrased. Is it okay to apply for a position where the CEO of a company is a board member of my current company? Oh. How do you feel about that? How is that CEO? Is it a good person or I don't know. Some people are good leaders but not good humans. You need to decide what you're comfortable with. And I don't want that to be the only decision-making factor unless that CEO has been a source of major anguish and toxicity in your life. Hard to say, but it is such a weird coincidence that this happened. All right, we'll take a last question here. Iron Lady training. I have no idea. Are you talking about Iron Man, like physical, the stuff in Hawaii, and there's a female version of that? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know if it's good or bad, but why would you ask me? How will I bring value to this question? Let me know what you're thinking. All right. How do you do business success? That's the question so many of us want to know, including me. Kadir, Khadzir. When you find out, just share that with me. When you find out, just share with us. Share that with me. I'd love to learn. I think the definition of success is so personal, you know? What does success look like to you? For me, it looks like doing what I love to do with people that I want to work with clients I love working with, and getting paid to just show up and be me, getting paid to be me, and doing it with when I want it, how I want it. That's success. So everyone's definition is different. Don't we know millionaires and billionaires who are miserable? They may look like super successful on the outside. I see, I see. Fast track their career because maybe they took a break after children. That sounds good. I don't know anything about it. Bharat, thanks for sharing. But the question was coming from somewhere. Okay, it's nothing to do with the Ironman, Hawaii triathlon, decathlon. It's not that. Okay. Anything that helps someone who's been feeling behind, anything that helps them, it has to be good. But I haven't seen it, of course. I can't claim on the details. I can't comment on the details. But all right, thanks for sharing. All right, cool. How I get this as well, you know, like I'm an economist and I'm going to pretend to be terribly important and use vocabulary about market trends, expecting change. This is a general question, hard to say. I'm going to wait and watch, see what's happening. I'll look at employment. I just saw this morning that unemployment claims in the US are down 8 months. They've been, you know, the 8 month low. That's a good thing, right? So that tends to be the economy that, you know, affects directly a lot of other economies around the world. So as long as we're growing, right, in our current GDP in our countries, as long as job creation is happening, it's a good thing. We have to see this month on month and quarter by quarter. Your guess is as good as mine. So, all right. Thank you for being here and joining me for your morning, Ronnie Robinson, to supercharge your morning. And I shall see you at the same time next Friday. But before you go, do sign up. Do sign up to my masterclass on October 12th. And if you or someone you know is currently struggling or needs any help with job searching and to get the career that you know you will enjoy and love, my masterclass will help you. Be prepared for about 60 to 90 minutes of action driven content. There'll be tips that you can apply immediately. Be prepared to come with a pen and paper, take notes, and if you want to go deeper with me, I will welcome you into my group cohorts. My group cohort will start right after this masterclass. So, what are you waiting for? You don't want to join my group coaching program and you still want to come to the free masterclass? Just do it. This shouldn't stop you, right? Thank you for being here, and I shall see you at the same time next Friday. Gosh, time's flying, man. It's going to be end of September. Whew. It's 22nd already. I'm ranting now, but where is the time going? It's so short. It's so short. Anything can happen. So if there's anything you need to do to change your circumstances, come to my masterclass. Take care. Thank you for joining me live, and I shall see you at the same time next Friday.